Hey salam, I hope you guys are well. Halal Chef is back for another video, and this time I'm making Philly cheesesteak. Honestly, this is one of the best cheesesteak that you guys gonna try. Trust me, you're really gonna enjoy it. Without further ado, let's get started. Halal Chef presents it with the garlic and onion powder, smoked paprika. For a little bit of heat, I'm gonna use some of the crushed red pepper flakes, white pepper, which is very underrated. We're also gonna use some of the cumin. Meat and cumin goes very well together. Some freshly cracked black pepper, of course. Here goes some of the dried oregano. You could also use thyme instead. Some of the salt. And finally, I'm gonna throw in some of the MSG. It's gonna add a bit more savoriness, a bit more umami flavor. Set aside and let's prep our other ingredients. Now for the Philly cheesesteak, the onions are a must and peppers are optional. We're looking for nice medium slices. You don't want it too fine. We want a bit of texture on them. I do like to use some of the pepper. Just go around and cut it around the seeds. Again, we're looking for medium thick slices. Just for some extra flavor, I'm also going to throw in some of the garlic. Using your knife, run through the garlic. Now for the cheesesteak, I'm going to use ribeye. You could also use sirloin. And if you're using like a scarce steak, then cut it against the grain so it's nice and tender. You want to freeze the steak before slicing, just so we get nice and thin slices. If there is any excess fat on the ribeye, then just remove it. And now let's slice it thinly, alright? Make sure to use a sharp knife for this and always protect your fingers. That's exactly what we're looking for, nice, beautiful, thin slices. Now before we cook the steak, let's make our cheese sauce. Send the heat around low medium, in with the evaporated milk. Now you just want to bring this to simmer, it should take you a few minutes. Also make sure to stir it now and then, just to ensure nothing sticks to the bottom. Now when it has come to a gentle simmer, we're gonna start throwing in the cheese. I've got American cheese, just slowly add that in. You can also use provolone, any cheese that you really like. And also I've got here some of the mild cheddar. Now give this a really good mix and bring everything together. Again, you want to stir this and make sure nothing sticks to the bottom. We're looking for a nice and thick consistency. Once you're happy with the consistency, I'm just gonna throw in some of the black pepper in there. And again, a really good mix to that. The cheese will thicken even more once it has cooled down. Now have a little taste of the sauce and adjust anything if you need to. Our amazing cheese sauce for our cheesesteak done. Alright, so we've prepped all the ingredients, our seasoning, our steak, some of the garlic, onions, peppers. And finally for our cheesesteak, we're gonna use these Italian style sub rolls. Let's slice these in half and toast these first. Heat is on medium. Spray with a light touch of oil or add some butter. Give it around 30 to 40 seconds once the pan is nice and hot. So remove it onto a plate. For cheesesteak, it's best to use a cast iron skillet or something similar. It will give you the best result for a Philly cheesesteak. Or like I said, heat is on medium, pan is nice and hot. With a good touch of oil. Go in with our onions and peppers without the garlic. We're gonna soften these up, get a nice color on them. Just break down any large pieces, alright? Looking a bit of caramelization on those onions, but nothing too crazy. Make sure to move them around and coat everything in oil. A light pinch of salt. We need to season everything properly, alright? A good mix. And keep cooking these, alright? Amazing. Like I said before, these peppers are optional. But to be honest, they do add a really nice flavor. So do use them if you can. The reason for not adding garlic right now, it will just burn, yeah? We're gonna add them once it's almost ready. Move it around, get comfortable with it. Amazing. Look at that. Smells really, really good. One of the best cheesesteak that you guys gonna try. You guys gonna absolutely love this. So these are almost done. We got a nice color on the onions and peppers. And with the garlic. Good mix to that. Just gonna soften up that garlic slightly, and then we're gonna turn off the heat. Garlic's gonna add a really nice aroma, again more flavor. Exactly what we're looking for. Few more seconds and let's remove. Again, the pan is nice and hot. With a light touch of oil again. We're gonna cook our steak nice and slow. We don't want it too crispy. I'm not going with our steak. Again, make sure to coat it around with the oil. We're gonna let this cook for around 2 to 3 minutes. Looking for a nice brown color, but not too brown, alright? We want to keep it nice and juicy. Throw in some of the seasoning that we made before. Use more or less depending on your liking. If there are any large pieces, I'm just gonna chop them up a bit. Beautiful. So it's been around 2 minutes. I'm gonna throw in our onions and peppers into that now. Again, a really good mix to that. One of the best cheesesteak that you guys are gonna try. Wow, just look at that. So delicious. Exactly what we're looking for. It's almost done. It's time to remove it. A generous amount of cheese sauce goes on the top now. Look at that. Beautiful. And more or less depending on your liking, like I said before. And I'll just flip the steak over to the cheese sauce. Alright, now let's remove it onto a sub roll. Oh, it looks so mouth-watering. Our amazing Philly cheesesteak done. You guys gonna really enjoy this. Alright guys, let's try our Philly cheesesteak. It looks so delicious. I've tried before, it was amazing. I'm just gonna eat half of this now. Bismillah. Wow. That is so mouth-watering, so delicious. 10 out of 10, honestly. What an amazing cheesesteak. It is so flavorful, nice and cheesy. Has a really nice taste from the seasoning, along with the onions and peppers. Wow. Like I said before, one of the best cheesesteak that you guys gotta try. I really hope you guys will enjoy this with your family and friends. Can we please get this video to 5,000 likes? I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make subscribe, make sure you like. Inshallah, see you next time. Until then, salam. Make for your mom. Make for your dad. Make for your family. Enjoy.